Yeah, she iced my shit again. I definitely can't tag her. There must have been an angel by my side.
A Mississippi man faces murder charges after deputies found a woman's body in his big rig here in our viewing area. We first broke this breaking news story Wednesday night along I-70 right there at the Ohio-Indiana state line. The victim, Shanae Robinson, was from Indy. Deputies said the driver admitted killing Robinson before.
Hold up. Before we get into this one, I have to say, this story messed me up a little bit. A woman wakes up, goes to work, cuts hair, makes people laugh, builds a whole reputation off being funny and loved, and within hours, she's gone. Found inside a stranger's truck on the side of a highway. And the man who killed her, he admitted it. He told police exactly what he did. Almost like it didn't faze him at all. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have questions too. But before I get into it, you already know what it is. If you're new here, welcome to Shadow Crime. This channel exists to dig into the cases that deserve more attention than they're getting. So if you care about that, if you care about Shanae getting her story told right, do me a favor, hit subscribe, tap that bell so you don't miss the next update, because these stories deserve to be heard. And honestly, you watching and sharing is how we keep her name out there. Okay, let's get into it. Her name was Shanae Robinson, 36 years old, from Indianapolis. If you ask anyone who knew her, the first thing they'll tell you is she was funny, loud in the best way. She made people feel like family. For almost 10 years, she worked as a barber at All Stars Barbershop on the northwest side of Indianapolis. And she didn't just cut hair there. She built a whole little world for herself. She even had a nickname, Mocha the Barber. That's how proud she was of what she did. One of the other barbers there, a guy named Terry, said it best. He called her one of the coolest people you could ever meet. Fun, funny, a little crazy in the best way, lovable. He said she wasn't just a co-worker. She was like a little sister to everybody in that shop. And when word got around that Friday that she was gone, the shop went quiet. Customers who didn't even know yet walked in expecting a haircut, and instead found out their barber, the woman who probably knew their whole life story, wasn't coming back. People started leaving flowers right at her chair, right where she used to work. That's the kind of impact one person can have.
A Mississippi man faces murder charges after deputies found a woman's body in his big rig here in our viewing area. We first broke this breaking news story Wednesday night along I-70 right there at the Ohio-Indiana state line. The victim, Shanae Robinson, was from Indy. Deputies said the driver admitted killing Robinson before he tried running from them. News Center 7's Amber Jenkins is live in Preble County this afternoon. Amber, the suspect, LaDavid Shaw, is in jail waiting to face a judge.
Yeah, James, he's waiting in a jail cell here at Preble County Jail. He's been here since Wednesday night after he ran away from deputies from the crash scene in Indiana, but now he's facing multiple charges in connection to the death of Shanae Robinson. 38-year-old LaDavid Shaw of Jackson, Mississippi is now formally charged with murder, tampering with evidence, and resisting arrest. Wednesday night, Wayne County, Indiana Sheriff deputies discovered 36-year-old Shanae Robinson dead inside a crashed semi-truck near the Ohio-Indiana border. Deputies say Shaw admitted to being responsible for Robinson's death. Then he ran away towards a Petro travel center in Ohio. That's where he was arrested before being booked into the Preble County Jail. This investigation is ongoing, but people who loved Shanae Robinson shared how much she'll be missed. Robinson worked in Indianapolis as a barber with a growing social media presence. 22,000 followers on Instagram checking out her work. I'm waiting to hear back from Robinson's sister and mother, but they're really busy right now making arrangements to get her back home. But I did get in touch with some barbers that she worked with out there at All-Star Barbers in Indianapolis. They said she was a hardworking barber and she was known for her skill and personality. She'll be missed very much by them. And as for Shaw, he's going to be here at the Preble County Jail until his first court appearance. Live in Preble County, Amber Jenkins, News Center 7.
Now let's talk about how this actually went down, because the way this case unfolded is wild. It started on a Wednesday evening, June 24th, right around 8:15 at night. Police get a call about a crash near the Indiana-Ohio state line, right on the ramp leading onto I-70. Just a regular crash call. That's it. A semi-truck had gone off the road. Deputies show up expecting to deal with property damage, maybe an injury, the usual stuff you see with a truck wreck. Nothing about it screamed anything sinister. Now here's where it gets unsettling. While deputies are looking around the scene, they're told that the driver of that truck just took off walking. He didn't stick around like most people would after a crash. Instead, witnesses said he walked straight over to a nearby travel stop called Petro. Think about that for a second. You just crashed a multi-ton truck, and instead of waiting for help, you walk away calmly to go shower. Because that's exactly what investigators say he did. He went and cleaned himself up like nothing happened. Meanwhile, back at the actual crash scene, deputies look inside that truck, and that's when they find her. Shanae, lifeless, inside the cab. At first, you assume this is just a tragic accident, right? A passenger caught in a bad crash. But something didn't sit right with investigators. And it didn't take long before that gut feeling was confirmed. When deputies eventually catch up with the driver, a man named LaDavid Shaw, 38 years old from Jackson, Mississippi, things escalate fast. This man does not go quietly. According to reports, he fights back hard. We're talking deputies having to use a taser on him multiple times. A police K-9 even had to bite him to get him under control. He's wrestling with multiple officers. And even after they finally get him in handcuffs and into a patrol car, he's still going, kicking inside the vehicle, lunging at an officer, so combative that they have to shackle his legs and move him to a completely different car just to safely get him to jail. Now, I want you to sit with that for a second. Somebody who supposedly just walked away from a routine crash to take a shower is now fighting police with everything he's got. That's not the reaction of an innocent bystander. That's the reaction of somebody who knows exactly what they did and knows exactly what's coming next. That's where we'll pick up next, because what he told police afterward is something else entirely.
She was the heart of this shop, man. She was the heartbeat of this shop.
An Indianapolis barber is mourned by her coworkers and her clients today.
Shanae Robinson was allegedly killed at a truck stop on the Indiana-Ohio border. Our Rich Nye tells us about the man charged with her murder and reaction today from the barbershop.
The mood is somber and subdued at All Stars Barbershop in this strip mall at 56th and Georgetown. One of their barbers, Shanae Robinson, was killed this week.
Probably one of the coolest people that you will ever meet, man. She's fun, funny, crazy, lovable. You know what I mean? She was a little sis. She was a sister in the barbershop, man. And she will deeply be missed, man.
This was Shanae's chair. She stood right here and cut hair at All Stars for about a decade. And many clients are coming in stunned to learn that she's gone.
Wayne County Sheriff's deputies found Robinson Wednesday evening in a crashed semi-truck in the ditch on the entrance ramp from US 40 to I-70 West. That's just inside Indiana. She was apparently traveling with 38-year-old LaDavid Shaw of Jackson, Mississippi. Deputies found him at the Petro Travel Center, which is in Ohio.
He voluntarily admitted that the female in the truck, who he knows, that he killed her. I believe there was some sort of argument, discussion in the truck when it was at the Petro for repairs.
Investigators believe Shaw killed Robinson at the truck stop, then crashed his semi in the ditch to try to cover up how she died. He is charged in Ohio with murder. Back in Indy at the barber shop, clients have left flowers at Robinson's workstation.
This is another victim of domestic violence, man. She didn't deserve it. And we all hurt behind it. You don't realize what he took from us.
Robinson called herself Mocha the Barber. In Indianapolis, Rich Nye, 13 News.
Authorities are not saying yet how Shanae Robinson was killed, but they say they do know she was not shot. LaDavid Shaw is charged with murder in Eaton, Ohio Municipal Court.
Now, here's the part that's going to be hard to hear, but you need to know it, because this is where everything clicks into place. While Shaw was being treated for minor injuries in the back of an ambulance, he started talking. And what he said wasn't vague. It wasn't him dancing around it. According to court records, he told them flat out why he did it. He said Shanae would not stop talking, that she would not, in his words, shut up And because of that, he strangled her with his own hands. Then, according to the affidavit, he put his boot on her neck and watched her take her last breath. Let that sink in for a second. He watched it happen. He didn't panic. He didn't try to help her. He stood there until it was over. And then, according to investigators, he made a decision. He took that semi-truck and crashed it on purpose, right there near the state line, hoping that everyone would just assume she died in the wreck. He wanted the world to believe this was an accident, a tragic crash, nothing more. If deputies hadn't caught on to something being off, if he hadn't said what he said in that ambulance, this could have been written off completely differently. Sheriff Mike Simpson, who's been handling this case, said Shaw actually knew Shanae personally. This wasn't some random stranger picking her up off the street. There was some kind of relationship there. And from what's been gathered so far, there was an argument happening inside that truck while it was parked for repairs at the Petro travel stop. That argument is apparently what led to her death. Shaw is now facing charges of murder, tamper with evidence, and resisting arrest. He's sitting in the Preble County Jail right now, and this case pulled in coroners and sheriffs from 2 different counties across 2 different states just to piece together what actually happened that night. So here's what I keep asking myself. What does it take for someone to look another human being in the eyes, watch the life leave their body, and then calmly go take a shower like it's just another Wednesday? What kind of mind does that? And how many times had Shanae been in danger before that night, without anyone, including her, even realizing how far things could go? This is exactly why this channel exists. Cases like Shanae's deserve more than just one headline and then silence. If this story moved you even a little, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell so you're notified the second new developments drop, because there will be updates. There's still more to learn here. This is Shadow Crime, and we are not done with this one.